One of the pushrod tubes has a bulge and a split in here, so that apparently filled with water at one point over the years and froze and split, and I'm going to try and repair that. Now I'm going to try and close it back up again a little bit. There, that's looking pretty good. Clean it off one more time. Originally I was gonna JB weld it, but I think I may try soldering. And now it's taking. It looks pretty good. I'm going to cool off. Now we have the crack soldered up. After it cools off, we'll clean it off a little bit, see how it looks, but I think that's going to be good. The solder took around the edges, so I'm going to call that good, that the crack is sealed up. So now I'm going to get at tightening head bolts. I'm going to lift the manifolds off one last time. Oh, still not any lighter. Now comes the heavy one. Oh. See, those two studs are longer. I have to take those two nuts back off and put the top radiator support in before I torque the heads down. I take this bolt out for the radiator support. Get that out of the way. I'll take these two nuts back off. Now I'll see if this fits in place how it should. Nut back on. Nut back on. And a big old square-headed bolt back in place. So let's snug these two back down. It's time to start tightening down head bolts, head nuts. I know I talk about drawing things down tight, but I have availability to a click type 3/4 inch torque wrench, and I think I'm actually going to go get that if I can. So we'll see you back in a while. I got a 3/4 inch clicking torque wrench, and I took this square-headed bolt back out. I checked the hole. It's not a blind hole, so it should have thread sealer on it because it goes into the radiator tank. So there that. Now I have the torque wrench set at 100. Now I have it set at 110. I think I'm going to let it at that. Now it'll be on 2 pushrod tubes. Every step is one step closer. It looks good with the heads tightened down and radiator support on. I already put in 1 pushrod tube. Now I'm going to go to another one. You see I made these leather seals for the bottom. Put that in. Put a spring and a washer on the pushrod tube. Put the tube down into the leather seal. And originally, I don't think there were any seals at the top, because you can see wear in the cast iron where the tube went against. But on this one I put a little leather seal, and that's a little leather seal I made. So now I don't know if you're going to be able to see me. I'm going to put the little leather seal up around the pushrod guide, put the tube in place, and then you let the tube go up from the spring pressure. So now I got 2 pushrod tubes in place. So here you can see the bottoms of pushrod tubes 1 and 2, and they're at the top. You can see the tubes are up against the head with little leather seal. I put a little leather seal around this pushrod guide. So now I'm going to keep on with the rest of them. First I put the oil of leathers up and put them in the tappet blocks. Then I take the pushrod tube and make sure it fits in them nice. Now I'll put a spring and washer on the pushrod tube. Now with the spring and washer on the pushrod tube, put the pushrod tube down in place. I'll put the pushrod tube down in place, then move it to where it fits over the top. I got to make leathers for the top yet, but I'm going to get these 2 set in place like that first. Here goes another one. Now I'll get the little leathers for the top. 4 of the push rod tubes in. Now I'm going to go make some more of the little leather washers for the top. Then I just, after punching them, I just cut them out with a scissors. So I have 4 more of them, that's all I need.